Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Seas. I am going to give another one of my warnings, saying that it is 1,000,000 degrees in this room. It was when I recorded Sunless Skies, and it is again when I'm recording Sunless Seas, even though it is a different day. England has decided that it wants to become the Mediterranean, and it's like 34 degrees in here. So my brain is somewhat scattered, as you can probably imagine. And I'm not entirely sure what we need to do. I'm just digging through my book here. I'm trying to remind myself. I think we're going to Port Carnelian today. It's something that... There we go. Port Carnelian, next step in the Immortality quest. We may as well make that a priority. It's either that, or we are going to be exploring, trying to find some of the other things we need to do. But I think I did everything I needed to do while I was here. Terror is okay. Our food and fuel is looking a little bit suspect, so let's buy a little bit of fuel and supplies. We are going to slowly chew through my... I think you can buy it at Port Carnelian, so it's maybe the end of the world. We'll go with that. Don't want to spend too much. I have got like strategic information and things to fall back on. In fact, don't I have like... I have. Yeah, speak moves in the great game. But I keep... How much were they worth? 30 echoes. Okay. Well, I'll hold on to those. I'm still holding on to them just in case I need them for something, but you never know. You never know. That's okay, let's go. Turn off the light, full steam ahead. Let's try not to crash into anything. Let's try and get as many port reports as we can on the way past. I'm trying to work out the best way to get to Port Carnelian. It's probably just straight diagonal. But then, do I want to follow the lights? Probably. I need to reduce the amount of terror that I get on a travel. Because terror is the thing that keeps almost getting me. But it doesn't help. I do travel around without my light on 90% of the time, which I guarantee you is is causing me issues. But then I have to choose. Do I want my terror to go up quicker, or do I want my fuel to go down quicker? It does seem more important to keep the fuel than the terror. But guess we will find out, won't we? It is so goddamn hot in this room right now. It is insane. I was planning on doing a little stream later. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm streaming Surviving Mars on YouTube. I almost said Twitch. I don't have Twitch. That is something that I've been meaning to try and set up for a while now, because I am constantly told that if I want people to watch me when I live stream, I need to go to Twitch, because YouTube is just awful. But I don't know. I get enough people on YouTube. I'd like more, obviously. I mean, if you like this, then you might like watching me live stream. Who knows? Is this me plugging my own stuff? The best way of doing it. I don't normally plug my own stuff, to be honest. Now, let's not do the hilltop and stuff like that, because it is just going to unnecessarily raise our terror. The port report from the fisherman is useful. We'll trade that for fuel when we go back to London. I am starting to think that 5 fuel may not be enough. A little bit terrifying. Tell you the truth. One of the main problems with it being so hot is that I'm wearing headphones and I'm sitting in a leather chair. You can imagine that makes it quite uncomfortable. I don't know how you people in hot countries deal with this on a daily basis. It blows my mind. Admittedly, you have air cons and stuff, and I have an air con, but I'm paranoid it makes loads of noise when I record, even though I seem to be told over and over and over again that it makes literally no noise on the microphone. It has a sticker on the side of it that says it's 65 decibels. That seems like something that the microphone should pick up. Ooh, recurring nightmares. You have begun to dream of a vast eye. It knows you. You cannot evade its gaze. Again and again you are alone on the wide black sea. Eye is aware. It's always a blooming eyeball, isn't it? Always. Watch out for this fog bank. Could go under the sea, maybe. Under the sea. I'm going to keep that going for as long as humanly possible. If anyone watched my Sea of Thieves live streams, and that's a current occurrence for Mr. Trig. Have a report. A functionary report of the Carnelian Canal. Listen for surface gossip. Let's get another move in the Great Game. That's like a free 30 echoes straight away. Let's try this theory. We're going to go underneath the fog bank. Admittedly, we lose a bit of time waiting for the transition, but I think this may be a good idea. Oh, hello. The impolite investigator approaches you, smiling. Now we are safely submerged. I have a question, my lady. I've discovered that several crew members are attracted to you. Would you become intimate with any? If so, who? How would you engage? And why haven't you indulged yet? What a strange question. Threatened to keelhaul him. Good God. Does he want to play the voyeur? If so, you can arrange for him to be jettisoned from the submarine and dragged along. Maybe he can peek through a porthole and find an answer himself. Oh man, if you have the unaccountably peckish, you can, oh dear, you can eat him. Let's respond with a secretive smile. You've got to keep this stuff like a mystery, right? The investigator nods. That tells me everything I need. I know where to make follow-up inquiries, but before I go, I'd like some specifics. I already have some theories about your predilections. Would you confirm some of the details? Good God, man. Right. How terrifying is this going to get? Now, the problem with the submarine is, right, the light... Yeah, we're using a lot more fuel down here. Wow. We gotta be on the other side of the fog bank now, right? Oh. I'm gonna assume we are, and I'm just gonna surface. Okay, so it seems the main downside to the submarine is the amount of fuel it consumes. Just on the grounds that we need to get to Port Carnelian on 3 barrels of fuel, and that could be quite difficult. I've also managed to put myself slap bang in the middle of the one part of the Z that doesn't have any lights. God damn it. Here's Visage. We're going to pay Visage a visit just to get a port report, as always. I think there is more to actually do in Visage. But I will go back there after we've gone to Port Carnelian, I think, if I am going to, in fact, look more into Visage. Because we dressed up like a frog, but you could also dress up like a lotus? Was it a lotus? A locust, even? Something like that. Port report. No, let's stick to our current task, otherwise I will get... Whoop, hello. Accidentally docked again. I will get distracted. And we all know what happens when I get distracted. Things go horribly wrong. Should we stop at the Isle of Cats? I have been told that I can sell red honey in London. We have to avoid the... not the revenue men, but the Ministry of Public Decency. Which is something that is just... wonderful. So I am kind of tempted to pick up a bit of red honey while we're here, and see how much money we can make. Port Cavendish. A port report. You spent half a day observing the docks and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Was that a Carnet Trimarian nestled between a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The catties talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the Rose Garden, and make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. Okay, so a shipment is 600. We can walk the Rose Garden. What use is a key if you don't open things with it? 2 mellifluous sisters unlock the gates. Your key is mostly ceremonial. Before you is a garden dipped in blood, a sea of petaled crimson. Winding paths lead to irregular rows of cages, each covered in tangles of thorn and vine. Some of the prisoners inside the cages call out to you, others mutter to themselves or weep. A few simply stare, hopeless and silent. A mellifluous sister is pouring it into a glass vial, fresh from the honey spinner. Could beg a drop. Find out what happens here. The succulent droplet hits your tongue and you are transported. You are sitting in the shadow of a spire of polished obsidian. Some children nearby are playing an unfamiliar game involving skipping stones and swapping feathered masks. You and the memory are peeling the skin from a round, translucent fruit. The sharp taste of it chases the honey sweetness from your mouth. You taste that ghost taste on your tongue for days after, longed for and familiar. 10 memories of distant shores. Good God. Let's pick up a shipment of red honey. Oh, we can't do it because we needed something. Oh, wait, we'll pick one up on the way back. Fine. I didn't think of that. We needed something that waits us at port. I used it when I went into the garden. That's what I get for not paying attention. The chances of me making a catastrophic mistake are increased by at least 80% when it's this warm. My poor old brain just can't handle it. Not to just be the stereotypical Englishman moaning about how hot it is again. It seems to be happening more and more. This year has been just a mess. A horrendous mess. With all the blooming coronavirus and death and freaking how the weather's doing me in. Like, eek. The only blessing is that I didn't get the coronavirus. Well, I haven't had it yet, I should say. Or as far as I know, I may have had it when I was really sick at the start of this year, but we didn't know that the coronavirus was a thing. There's birds here. No, it seems like Australia and places like that are getting hit really hard. But you know, if England can survive, we're doing okay-ish. I mean, our economy's in the bloody toilet, but yeah, could be worse. Fort Carnelian. Here we are. An ambition. An additional sherry with the fierce I know how to say that word, but my tongue never says it properly. It's philanthropist. There we go. I needed to enunciate more. This time, the sherry is accompanied by a fruit loaf slathered with butter. When you raise the matter of your search for immortality and the involvement of Lighton, the man who shares her name grows thoughtfully. Eventually, he speaks. Some time ago, I lost something beneath the sea. It would help both our causes if you were able to locate it. The sea. Ah, bugger. The thing I lost was my husband, he tells you. You tut. He raises a guilty hand. I know, careless. He fell in with an unfortunate crowd, rabble-rousers, schemers, renegades. They called themselves the Seven. He does not sound entirely disapproving. My husband shielded me from the details of his endeavour, although I have made a number of superstitions. I know for certain... That doesn't seem like the right word. Suppositions, not superstitions. I know for certain, however, that it ended in disaster. He and his co-conspirators fled beneath the waves. If you could find him, he may be able to lead you to the others. If you locate him, please give him this. He hands you a locket containing a miniature portrait of herself. It is likely that he is dead or unable to return, but if possible, I would like him to remember me. He takes an abrupt sip of sherry. Search the cities under the Z for signs of Lighton. Oh my god. I'm going to take a... I'll write that down somewhere in my book later. City of Remembrance. City of Delights. A city of refuge, of peace, flowers, and regrets. Well, while we're here at Port Carnelian, we may as well have a look at what we can do here. Call in at the Heartcrown Hearts, talk to the Tiger in the Blue Bazaar, call it at a room above the bookshop. All of these will give us port reports. Let's call at a room above the bookshop. The diplomats of the Khanate were expelled from Port Carnelian following the Galati incident. Only one remains behind. Not in any official capacity, you understand. No, I'm retired now, he tells you, cheerfully. His crockery is white as the moon and rimmed with gold. Over tea, he comments sympathetically on the governor's difficulties. I feel for the man, I really do. And asks probing questions regarding your travels. You manage to squeeze in a few of your own. But the Khan is very fond of sapphires, and blue is his favourite colour. We see if we can get a sapphire. A tough challenge, 40%. Oh wow, yay! Hacking through a fence of looming, lurid toadstools, you find a river. You gather up a cupped handful of water, part your fingers and watch it drain away. Your palms sprinkle with blue stones. Your crew leap, laughing, into the river, scooping up handfuls of jewels. Enough to fill all your pockets. Enough to fill a barrel. Wow, that's a lot of sapphires. Now, if I remember correctly, we can sell those sapphires for a nice profit. Oh, I think we're actually done here, aren't we? We can enjoy a sherry. You have no particular business, but sherry is sherry. Ah, delicious. Right. So, we need fuel. It's a little bit more expensive. But I'm a little bit up shit's creek. So let's get food. Let's just get one. And to offset this, how much time do we have? We have about... So what I'm thinking is I can either go up to the salt lines and use the salt lines to go back to Fallen London to generate some money. Or I can go to Visage and we can try a different path. Or we can go to the Isle of Cats and get some red honey, assuming the distant bells in a distant port thing procs while we get there. Let's go with that theory for now, because I kind of want to sell some red honey. Even if it's only 200, like 200 echoes profit, that's some seriously good profit we can build off them. Vortexes. At least we managed to avoid the birds. The birds are the most terrifying part of this entire place. Terra's looking okay. Only food and fuel that's kind of doing me in. Annoyingly so. Oh dear. Horrors below. Sailors at the rail call softly. Something swims beneath the ship. Saw it look up at us, one says, his voice a tremble. Well then, let's catch it! Get the nets, man! Oh, we have a strange catch. Who needed a strange catch? Somebody needed a strange catch. The Claddery Air needs a strange catch. Is now a good time to do this? Now is not. It's probably not a good time to do this, unless the strange catch is going to suddenly get off the ship. Let's dock at the Isle of Cats or something. Then we'll talk to the Claddery Air. Move all the stuff off my book so I can write down the next step. Way perfect. Something awaits me in port. Just what I needed. And we made it here. Okay. Port Cavendish. Let's buy a shipment of red honey. Gain 1 menacing. You could sell it for a profit elsewhere if you were inclined to take your chances with revenue men. The mellifluous sister seems reluctant to sell the honey to you until you show her your silver key from the Cage Gardens. You are intimate of the Pirate King, she exclaims. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Those high menaces are probably going to bite us. But how much space do I have? I have quite a lot of space. You know where I'm going with this. I want to see if we can... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Why do I keep pressing E? I keep pressing E. I keep launching to press E and then E to turn off the light for some reason. Go straight up. Where I'm going with this. I'm going to go to the salt lines and see if we can pick up another shipment of salt bricks. Basalt from them, and then see if we can sell them both at the same time. For a nice tidy profit. Even though I said I was going back to visit. You know what? We're just going to wave at it as we go past for now, and we'll worry about that at a later date. I'm just hoping the revenue men know. If I go there with the... Who turns up? Who turns up to pick up the bricks? Because that would be like... Turn up with the... They pick them up and it's like, is that red honey in your hold? Or... No, it's not. It's... tomato sauce. Yeah, it's big old crate of tomato sauce. We work for the government, see? We're bringing basalt from the Sphinx. Need to get me some of those sealed compartments. That's what I need, hidden compartments. But I think that I remember reading somewhere that somebody commented that you need an aft slot on the ship, which I don't think our ship actually has. Aft or forward, I can't remember. But either way, we are missing it. We have 2 fuel and 2 food. Well, 2 and a bit fuel. I don't know if that's enough. It's gotta be, surely. If not, we're in trouble. Let's, oh yeah, it costs us 200, doesn't it? Let's visit the Unmakers to get some terror loss. Let's compile a port report. And let's pick up some Sphinx Stone. We've got a lot of money invested here. If we die, we're going to cry. So keep that in mind. Already stopped off at Mutton Island and stuff. So it is literally just a case of going straight back to London. Then we're going to have to invest this money in some capacity, I think. Bearing in mind that we need 600 to buy more red honey. Okay. Evasive maneuvers. I don't know what it is. Is it a steam pinnace or a bloody horrible... Oh yeah, it's a big boy. Let's not mess with that. Go away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, go away. There we go. We lost them. One day we're going to hunt down those ships. We're going to be a powerful king of the seas, or queen, I suppose, because we're playing as Celine. I can't believe Celine is still alive. That's my Fallen London character. Celine. Still alive. I need to play some Fallen London. I haven't played it. I go through sporadic moments where I play it a ton. I used to play it a lot more when I was at work. Since I've not been at work, I've kind of like... It's better on my break and things. But like when I'm at home, I just play like... Well, I just play games, and I forget about it, and then I'll be at night, and I'll be like, oh damn, I didn't do the thing. I'm trying to do the Ambition Bag of Legend right now, and I need to get a cask of wine and loads of stuff for the sisters at the Abbey, and it's taking so long to grind up the things required to do it. But I will do it. And having efficiency and actually remembering to log in is a good step to not wasting loads of time when it comes to recharging actions and things. Okay, we made it. So now all we need to do is... pray. Let's flee the nightmares for now. I don't want to mess with these yet. There's an end. An offer of assistance. Ahoy, Captain. Out of fuel, are we? That's unwise. Can we help for a reasonable... yeah, you can bugger off. I can make it. I'm almost out of fuel. I'm not quite out of fuel. I still love the fact without fuel, your ship is just an oddly shaped house located somewhere inconvenient. I love that so much. Okay. Cross your fingers. I think we made it. One wants to sign on, so it's changed, blah, blah, blah. The alarming scholar has invited you to call on him or blah, blah, blah. University. The blind bruiser. Hello. Once more, we find ourselves here on the quayside. What is, I suppose you might say, a lip of the well of opportunities. Let us both drink deeply of this well, by which I mean my patron has a task for you. Take a payment across the ocean and bring back a little package. Ah, where could he possibly want me to go? Of course, if you return to London without a little package, you'll probably have something sharp to say about it. Now, bring the package back here. Smarter recommendation: you avoid ungentle, blah 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 blah. If you return to London, blah blah blah. Where the hell do you want me to go? Oh, I'll give more. We know where that is. Holy crap! What are the odds? That's literally just straightforward, right next to the Carnet. Hang on, let me write that down so I don't bloody forget. Last thing I want to do is forget that I've got a blind bruiser quest that requires me to go somewhere that's really easy to get to. Blind bruiser. Bakers. Okay, sweet. Okay. Obviously to buy the souls, but you know. Oh, where do we... Here's a question. Where do you sell the red honey? I forgot I had that captivating treasure. What is the benefit of increasing our prestige in the university? Oh, Feather at the Crossroads. Here we go. So, okay, let's deliver the Sphinx Stones. Special constables, black uniforms, distinctive caps, the badge of the Ministry of Public Decency. Wait with the cut, and we just move the red honey out of view so they can't see it. Sign. Here's a receipt. Here's a discretion contract. So we got 500 echoes, so 300 profit, and we lost 2. Wonderful. Let's see how much we get for our firkin of red honey. Wait here, the instructions said. Wear a crimson feather in your hat. A clatter of hooves. Hoarse voices raised in song. A phaeton pulls up beside you, slewing dangerously. 2 bandaged figures sit hunched at the front. Honey! One of them croaks. Quickly! You pass up the barrel, and they heft it as if it were empty. I'm a terrible person, she says. She tells you dolefully. But so are you, and it tastes so sweet. Here's your money. And they're off, with a cackle, a blown kiss, and a waft of cigar smoke. So it cost us 600, we got 900. That's a 300 euro echo profit. So it's not amazing, but then 300 echoes is it's not awful either. In fact, it's pretty damn good, considering that it's not that far away. The only thing left now is for us to hand in all of our port reports. Now, 5 echoes, Isle of Cats. Yes, we did rather know about the Rose Gardens. Not good news that they're prospering, though. Really should have nipped it in the "Now you allow me, bud." So that's going to be 30 echo. And 1 fuel. Visage. 1 fuel, 40 echoes. Carnelian. 30 echoes, 1 fuel. I'm mainly in this for the fuel. Salt Lion. 20 echoes and 1 fuel. Baker's Haven. Fuel 5 echoes, and we keep the street of information. Kind of weird that we didn't have an option to hand in the moves in the Great Game though. That could be that it must be on a different screen. Let's carouse wolf stack ducks. Oh my god. Sea shanties. Fine food and the warmth of a pub fire. Nothing more. Lightly lass again. Centera, something new. Shared warmth, new memories. It's hard to say goodbye this time. I think. Oh, let's talk to the Claddery Air. Because I'd be remiss if I ended the episode before actually talking to her. Do this. Her father. She becomes more talkative when she has something to cut. Perhaps you can get her to say more about her father. Who was he then? There's flensing, deboning, an orderly arranging of scales from large to small. This was the creature's favourite organ, she says, working briskly with tweezers and blade. Don't touch it, the purple bits are toxic. She only turns to personal matters when she's had a chance to rinse her fingers. I get my proficiency with metal from both sides of the family. Watching her expression closely. Then, Mother was a favourite with Mr. Iron. She says that they only worked together. That Mr. Iron sponsored her work and provided her with tools, sharper tools that do not bend so easily. Iron's truthful. Wow. Actually pretty decent. Okay, so we have done that step, but now it seems we need something else. Which, you know, we've done Strange Catch. Now she seems to require a live specimen. Now I have absolutely no idea where you get one of those. Write that down. We'll cross out Strange Catch. Okay. Well, I guess this seems like a perfect place for me to end the episode. We made a bit of money, we sold some red honey, we didn't get done by the Ministry of Public Decency, and we got to speak to the Claddery Air. I think this has been quite a success. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. I am now going to go sit in a chair and melt. But as always, I'll see you next time.